This is good as it get. I'm on that Brooklyn Bull.
Yo, it's your boy Young Tito, you know what I'm saying? And we here right now at the What's Good Cuzo podcast. I'm gonna let everybody, you know what I'm saying, Cuzo introduce himself. What's good, Cuzo? You already know.
Yeah, what's good, Cuzo? You already know it's Mr. Bright, the light of your life, here to get things right. We got a special for y'all today.
Yeah, definitely.
We gonna get right into it because we don't got time to waste because there's things going on. People want to see the Dipset versus Locks. So I gotta get my boy in here right now. We got 50 grand on the building. What's good, my G?
Everything good, homie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here, man.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, we got FishFire in the building. We not playing. Listen, I know who y'all know. Y'all know who these people are. But we gonna get into it real quick, and we gonna explain who these people are and why they here on the What's Good Cuzo podcast. 50, how you been, man?
I'm good, man.
I'm
good.
Yo, seriously, what Cuzo was saying before we even got on air is real. We are so honored that you even came through, take the little business out, little time out your day to come through and talk to us.
Anything for my people, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo, Cuzo, I know you got some questions. So I'm gonna let you lead. I'm gonna let you lead this. You know what I mean?
You know that, like you just stated, right? You know what I'm saying? We got 50 grand up here. You know what I'm saying? We got DJ FishFire, and we wanted to show y'all how they careers intertwine. You know what I'm saying? And how a lot of people got their start and stuff like that. But the first question I wanted to ask, I ain't gonna lie, is how did you guys get to know each other? And how did y'all meet?
Well, I'm gonna start it off. Yeah. That's my nephew. Okay. I ran with his uncles. He was a little guy. I fought with his uncle, Prince, and his pops. Mm-hmm. We go way back before this DJ and shit. We go way back. Mm-hmm. So that was a nephew, you know. I fought with his uncle and his pop. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. So okay. That's how y'all linked up.
I don't want to get into all that.
Okay, all right. Okay. So when y'all linked up, what got y'all into the mix of working together and doing things together?
Who linked up? Me and Fish?
Yeah.
You know how many years it was before we linked up? Fish was a little guy compared to me and his uncle and his pop. Mm-hmm. I'm old, G. Okay. We go way back. Fish was not gonna know, watch us play music. Me and his uncle.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I mean. The music. How did that? When they brought y'all together, what y'all started doing when y'all linked with the music?
Well, everything was out already when we got together. Biggie, not Biggie, but before Biggie, I used to do parties in my basement every day of the week, every weekend for like 5 years. Mm. He was too little to come there, but when he got older, he used to come through.
I used to spend the night at the house. So I used to, I was a little guy to see everything that was going on. I was a little guy, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made me interested into, as we get about that later, but that's what made me interested about this music stuff, being around guys like this,
okay. So 50, you was running around, just doing house parties. So you was already musically inclined.
I was playing music since I was like 11 years old.
Just runs through your blood.
I got a record player, my man got a stereo set, we put that shit together, whole turntable and turn it all up and down. You know how that go back in the day.
And you got the jam, y'all do what y'all do, you know what I mean?
For those that don't know, right, you know what I'm saying, 50 Grand is the man that basically started Biggie's career, you know what I'm saying, the Notorious B.I.G, rest in peace.
Right,
and FishFire is been around the world with Mr. C and DJs some of the hottest clubs around the world, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get in, what made you start DJing? What was your influence?
My influence was my uncles, my Uncle Prince, you know what I'm saying? I had a few uncles, but my Uncle Prince was the most aspiring one, you know what I'm saying, that made me really get into it. Mm-hmm. I blew out a few amps and stuff like that, experiment, broke a few needles. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? But I was very curious, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, being around 50 and all them, and then seeing them, you know what I'm saying, cut it up. And can't forget my cousin Clarence, Pool Crew. You know what I'm saying? It's another one that
What crew is that? Say that again. Say that for the people.
Puma crew.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They was out of Lafayette going to 325 was Clarence. But then he used to go with my cousin Dionysi. Like I said, that was a lot, right? You know what I'm saying?
Taking it back.
I had to take it back. Like,
that's what we're doing.
What y'all here for? Y'all here to give them the history lesson. That's a fact.
Right, like you would say that's when they had the Magnum Force, and Mr. C and them, Nate Cruz and all that. So it's like
Playboys.
Played the almighty Playboys, you know. I was a little guy, like I said, I experienced all this shit. I watched all of them. I used to look out my window, but these were the guys, you know, so it made me curious to do these things, you know what I mean? But it's these guys here, man, that really inspired me.
And you, 50, what was like some of the first records that you went and bought? Because I know everybody kind of starts with, yo, my mom's played this in the crib, my mom's played
I'm
this.
talking about my first hip hop album was Cold Crush and shit. It had the girl, it was the 4 guys and 1 girl.
The Funky 4+1?
Funky 4+1.
Yeah.
Hey, Cuzo got the bonus point. He got the bonus point on that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's real cool.
I mean, I come from Harlem, man. I moved out here when I was 10 years old, so there's a party uptown after 12 where I come from. I didn't know what it was about at the time. When I moved out to Brooklyn, that was it.
Okay, so what age you moved to Brooklyn?
I was 10.
10? Okay. And how did you link up with B.I.G?
That came years down the line after all the hustling and all that I did. I used to hustle with D-Rock, Damien, Big D. He like 2 blocks from me. We all hustled together.
Shout out D-Rock.
We all hustled together. You know, like I said, in all interviews, you know, he came through. I got a guy I want to meet you. He nice. I said, bring him through. One day he brought him through. See a big guy coming down the block. It's big. I met him. Yo, I heard you know a lot of people. I want you to be my DJ. I finished hustling. Same day, I took him to the basement. Me, him, and D-Rock. We went to the basement, had some beers, some weed. I cut 4 demos right then and there. He knew what he wanted. He had a voice. He changed me because what he was telling me to do, I ain't know shit about. But he knew what it was. He knew what he wanted. We did it. It worked out. I know I had something good. So now I'm on the hunt. I let all my people here for like 2 days. Everybody bobbing their hair. I got the same vibe. Now I'm on the hunt. Mr. C. He's 3 blocks from me. At
the time of hearing Biggie's demo or before, did you think, all right, I'm gonna take this to C? Or when you heard it, you said, I gotta take this to C?
I got the response, but I know what I was gonna do anyway. I knew I had something. I couldn't put my hand on it, but I knew I had something good. It was just incredible. So she was my number 1 because I fucked with C all day. That's the only one I knew, like my man who was in the industry like that. So yeah, he was the first one I thought about.
Okay. So how long you took it? Like it took you to take the seat? Did you bump it for a minute, or you just took it immediately?
No, 3 days. I let my people nod their head to they like it.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and then because he was on tour, so I sat on the stoop day and night till I caught up with him.
Oh, okay.
That's how that went down. So when I finally caught up with him, I told him about it. He said he gotta go. I hear when I come back. I said, nah, listen to it now. I gave it to him. He was out. He spent around the block. He came right back. Yo, I'll be back such and such a day. You and this guy be on my stoop. Be here when I get back. And that was it. After that, to me, it probably like a year or 2, but to me, it had Big got signed overnight. That's how it seems to me.
I mean, you said that talent was raw and undeniable. So they heard it just like you heard it. Like you felt it and they heard it. They was like, oh shit, nah, we gotta jump on that, and the rest is history. But
so you was gonna ask something?
No.
No, because I was gonna ask Fish. Around this time, I know UNC was still, you know what I'm saying, like touring the country and the world or whatever.
No, okay.
Where was you at around this time when Biggie demo was handed over to C?
No, not at that time. Remember, I wasn't with C at that time because C was still with Kane.
Oh, right.
Okay. It was earlier, yeah.
So
at that time,
this is earlier.
right
Shout out
at that
to
time,
Kane.
he
Shout out
was with
to Kane.
Kane. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, like maybe like say 6-7 months after that, after him and Kane finished, then we started doing stuff. We started doing the underground radio station in Weston House.
Shout out to Weston House.
Shout out to Fly Top, shout out to Mr. Magic. You know, so we started doing the underground radio station in Weston House, the underground radio station, and then that's how we came along. And then we started doing, you know, the parties ourselves, and C started doing parties and stuff like that. You know, and then later on, that's how things started going. And then he got to Hot 97, you know, and then started doing the old school and noon and stuff like that with Mr. Magic.
Okay.
And that's the, you know, the beginning.
So when you already had a relationship with C before the Biggie thing, or like kind of after that is when y'all started working together?
It's the same thing like them. I was the little brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm there, you know, Fish like me keep doing. We got fucking nice little nigga, but you know what I'm saying? He always paid attention. I always paid attention.
Yeah.
I was always there, so it's like, yo, you know what? You coming with me? You know, like, it's like you coming with me. So then I'm coming with him, and also I was smart. I was a no dummy, so I started learning, and then I started learning about the business too and stuff like that. And then we started taking things to another level, you know, and that was it. And when we started doing the stuff like that, then at one point we needed a driver because it started picking up.
Like, you mean
The parties.
Oh, the parties.
The parties started.
Okay. So what are some of the clubs y'all used to do, like in your early days?
The early, SOBs, everything, like SOs, it's early part. I mean, it's about speeding and that, right? The lab, yes, bro. Yeah, I used to open up for them for, you know, like a lot of these functions, man. So, yeah, it's a lot of respect for that, you know.
Yeah. And 50, what are some of the like early days clubs that you used to do?
Like you said,
was you really into that, or more into the parks? Because I know that was the park jam era too.
I did damn near every block party. I used to open up for C in the lab a lot. I had a lot of parties in the lab too, and C was the DJ. I just opened up for him a lot in the lab. But like far like open up like all the other clubs like Fish did, that wasn't me, with Mr. C.
Okay.
Like a block party or something, yeah, that was.
That's why I asked, yeah, because I know that was that era.
Mr. C come through. I did a lot of block parties, and I always called on Mr. C.
Okay.
And let me say, then like even when I was young, you know too, I did a lot of parties as well. You know, so I used to say that I used to get C. I got when I was like 18, 19 years old. I used to have the basement parties on Quincy. I used to have the I don't know if y'all was living there, it was the hotel, the basement parties, the hotel party on Clawson when I had the hotel.
Those were your parties, yo.
Yeah, those was my parties.
Pancake house.
Pancake house. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That sound like it's so old school.
You know, I was young, that was my thing, so I had to do stuff for where we was from, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I used to get C to do the parties for us because he was home then. That's what I said. It was Kane, you know, him and Kane career was like pretty much done. It was about Mr. C. So
you're saying after that era of Kane?
After the era of Kane.
Okay.
Like you said, you asked me about the Big and all that, but see, that was after.
Yeah.
But that was more like 50 grand in them. When I heard Big,
I'm still in the early stages of what y'all was doing.
Yeah, I mean,
we kind of got to the Big, but I'm still in the early stages, and we'll kind of come back to that too.
But like I said, you know, that was the early part of things. But Big, like I want to touch on the Big because this is like the beginning of Big. Okay. When he let me hit Big, I didn't hear him from 50 grand. I heard it from C. The first time.
And how was that experience when you heard it from C?
It was crazy.
What went down? He was like, "Yo, you gotta hear this guy."
First of all, I used to hear the voice a lot because Kiddo used to walk around with a
shout out to Kiddo, man.
Yeah.
Kiddo, when we was young, man,
he used to walk around with the radio.
We
gotta get Kiddo up here.
Listen, he used to walk around
stay telling us about a lot of people, man. He used to put us up on a lot of people. So shout out to Kiddo, man.
Shout out to Kiddo. Yep.
I don't know how Kiddo, you know, that's Kiddo. How you got the tape or whatever?
Kiddo was everywhere at the time, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, yo, but then, like I said, I see like, yo, listen, I heard, I said, whoa.
So your mind was blown on top. You heard B.I.G?
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to get off B.I.G. We'll get back to that. But you said the Weston House. How y'all was rocking in Weston House.
Yeah.
How did that start? What was the fruitation of that?
It was Mr. Magic and Fly Top.
And how did they do that? Like Mr. Magic said, yo, you,
No,
or just
no,
dudes
Mr.
putting
C.
in work, and
No,
how did
Mr.
that happen?
No, man. Remember, Mr. C was down with the Juice Crew.
Right.
Yeah.
Fly Ty,
Yeah.
and Fly Ty's the founder of the
At
Juice
this
Crew.
time?
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's
still in high school?
No, we was working inside the high school.
Oh, yeah, I was working
The
in the high
Westinghouse had a radio station.
So y'all out of high school though?
Yeah, we out of high school.
Okay, see, I'm thinking y'all still in high school.
No, we out of high school.
We ain't had no radio station. We was not in the
But
school.
right, they had the radio station in the school. So we was doing the underground radio station. I used to answer the phone, see you play the music, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So we was a team. Fly Tyler, be there, Mr. Magic.
What
You
year
know,
was this?
Woo! Let's see. It had to be like,
You were the baby.
yeah.
You don't put it like that.
Yo, listen, the questions I asked is what the
Mr.
people
Magic
want to
was
know.
out in the early 80s.
Who?
No, not
Mr.
in
Magic.
Mr. Magic, yeah,
No,
okay.
Mr. Magic. This was like.
Rest in peace, Mr.
This was
Magic,
like,
too. Rest in
like
peace.
It wasn't in the 90s.
yes, it was. It was
Rest
like
in peace, Bismarck. Rest in peace,
It was like the early 90s.
Shock G.
Because remember, Big came out in like 93, like 90.
I met Big in 91.
91.
And Magic was already out.
No, but we was in Westinghouse.
Okay.
We was in Westinghouse at that, like
Okay.
92. Let me say, like Big was out then, so it had to be like 92, 93, because Big was out. Because we was playing all the underground joints there. Like while we doing Stretch Armstrong, that's what we was doing in Westinghouse.
So that was 91, you said?
I think it had to be something like that, like 91, 92.
What are some of the
like
joints y'all was playing?
Because I was still in BMC. I remember I just left BMCC and I started working in 1993 at HIP.
Okay.
So now I can remember, like I started working at HIP in 93.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was around that time. But yeah, we used to do it in Westinghouse. Like I said, Fly Touch, rest in peace, Mr. Magic. And those were some great guys, man. You know, Fly Touch still living. But that's what the OGs I learned. Another couple of OGs I learned from.
Yeah. And 50, like, what was some, like, that early grind with Biggie like?
It wasn't really like I met him. First day we did the demo, I pushed him. He hung on Bedford Avenue where I hustled at. We did a lot together, like as far as like party about little light show. But when he got on the time to sign, I let him go away for other reasons. But I was always taken care of.
I was reading something. Did you? I don't know if this is false or true. Did you help him with bring some weed? Story to tell. Story to tell.
Story to tell?
No, he wasn't talking about me. He wasn't talking about me.
No. I was saying, did you help him with it? Because it
Help
actually
what?
mentions your name with it. That's why I'm asking you this. I was literally looking it up.
No,
and
asking what?
A story to tell. The song. Did you actually help him with that? Did you have anything to do with it?
No.
Because it mentions your name.
I'm
You
not.
look it up,
I'm not gonna take no credit.
No.
But maybe it did, but I don't know about it.
Yo, you know how this works. You don't listen. I don't want to say because
I'm
we know
keeping
things.
I'm keeping it 100 because Big come out and put anybody in rhyme that he be around all the time.
Got you. Yeah.
You know.
That was love. You know what I mean? Of course, he's picking up the people.
And
that
I
he
never
with.
read all up on that, but you said it happened.
I just looked that up today.
I believe
I looked that up
Listen,
today. I was like, yo, what? I was like,
I believe
he had
you.
something to do. I was like, gotta ask him this. Because I love that story.
Yeah.
And that was like one of Big's most vivid songs. Like, I could see it. Bring some weed, I got a story to tell. And you could see what he's talking about.
Listen.
So that's why I had to
I
ask
want
you
to read that
bro.
article too.
I wish I could show you.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I wish I not right now, but I got you.
Fifth, when you knew that Biggie was out of here, when did you say, nah, he's gone? He's out.
Because there's a difference between hot and I'm out of here.
When I took him to C, I know he about to be out of here.
You knew that
So
from
not
the
too long, Mr. C took the demo to Maddie C. Maddie C worked at the Sword. Maddie C had everybody.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Unsigned hype.
Yeah.
We won that. We won the unsigned
Yeah, he
hype.
won the unsigned hype. That's how
We had a battle with some guys from the Bronx called the Bronx Zoo.
I remember that.
We went up there and the demo going back. They gave it to the Bronx Zoo. Big ain't like that. He felt he got cheated. We went up there again. Big, they gave it to Big, and that was it. After that, Puff looking for new artists. He called Maddie C. Maddie C got unsigned hype. Pardon me. He got unsigned hype. And I don't know how that transaction went, but that was it. But I know once we got that foot in the door, ain't no turning back. I knew Puff was a smart man, and I know Big, he was something special.
Yeah.
I know that.
Now, Fish, what are some of the countries, your favorite countries that you went around the world touring with Mr. C and you played at, and people gave you a good response?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is one of my favorite places. Japan. Germany. Overseas, like the first places that really like we experienced, like me and him, like what he took was overseas. All the places that we did, we even do the states. I mean, we did the regular states, but when it really got to a point where, okay, it's getting bigger now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tape Kings. Because these was the guys that was setting us up and, these were the guys.
That was maybe
Shout
out to Tim.
they was making all the mixtapes and everything, but they was setting this out. They was, putting Switzerland, Germany, Japan, everywhere. So our first flights was just out of here, and then, like I said, when we started doing the states, it would be Jersey, because Jersey's like the second home.
To New York.
To New York.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you because you said some of your favorites. What was your most memorable, like the loudest, like this one can't be matched. Like this was crazy.
Switzerland.
It was Switzerland.
Switzerland, because they was breakdancing. They was breakdancing in those wild. Like we passed that 20 years ago. So they had a dome. I was like, what the heck is that?
That's what I'm talking about. Because people,
it blew my mind.
They appreciate the art craft still.
Yeah,
you might be saying like they stuck in the time zone, but they still respect the art.
Listen,
so,
you hit it right. You hit it
respect
right on the button.
craft.
They respect the craft. They respect hip hop, man. And this is what I used to always tell my friends, like overseas, they love hip hop. See, like we don't respect hip hop the way they respect it over there.
You're taking it for granted.
We take it for granted. And overseas, it's no granted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They love
no
it.
Granted.
And they eat it up.
They eat it up. It's like, so that those like that.
Okay, that sounds dope. And what's like some of your bad experiences?
Like that was ill?
Yeah, that was like, yo, man, this is crazy out here.
Okay, now I'm gonna take it to Jersey.
Shout out Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey.
Let me tell you something.
I know y'all get crazy.
I'm gonna tell you this night. It was
Boston
crazy.
crazy too. Boston,
Yeah,
Boston
let me tell you.
too.
I'm gonna tell you who was performing that night.
Who was performing?
The Lost Boys.
Oh, okay.
And
Shout out to the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
For what?
And I know somebody must have threw something at them and they threw something back. And then it's like this, like this glass all around here and everything.
Okay.
It was a looking night of young boys. It was a Zuvi. Like it was bing bing bong boom because they
I ain't heard that one.
Oh
Zuvi?
my.
Yeah.
Yo, I said, wait a minute.
That sounds about right.
Yo, it was everything. He dropped his keys. They took his keys, the truck keys, and rocked me and my man Lou truck riding around the parking lot. I said, "Oh, what is this?" You know what I mean? So I had. I was listen. I went to the guy. Said, "Please, my brother." I had to talk to him like, you know what I mean, like, "Please, brother, please, let me have the key." Not the keys. He gave me back the keys, and that's how we got the hell out of Jersey.
Wow.
So that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was the craziest night. Now I know you're going to ask, what's the fun? My funnest night? It's gotta be with Big.
Yeah, you had a night with Big?
It was my birthday, and once again, me in Jersey. So that's why I tell you Jersey.
I didn't know you met Big.
Yeah,
you gotta give us Big. Yeah, I know. Big was home.
Big, listen, but Big was, like you said, Big was, he did all the basement parties, 50 grand, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what I'm saying, but I didn't know who he, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
How was that night with Biggie that you was just about to explain? What went down?
Okay, it's 3 good times, right? I'm gonna say one in Jersey. It was my birthday. Bought me a bottle of champagne.
Who, Big?
Big. It was too deep. I don't know if you remember the group Too Deep.
Yeah,
they were performing.
Oh.
They was performing.
Mm-hmm.
We come in the joint. Everything stopped. Oh! The whole club ran to Big.
Oh.
They performing. I said, oh,
that's cool.
While they performing, everybody stopped ran to Big.
Ran too big.
Yo, hold
That
on.
was the
Shout out to Too Close.
Too Close.
Shout out to Too Close.
My fam was a minister. But I'm saying, rememberable moments, that was ill.
Wow.
Wow.
Ill.
That's
Fifth,
ill.
what's one of your craziest nights with Big? Where something just happened amazing, like, wow.
Look, all the parties we used to go to, the fun house, the tunnel.
Okay.
The tunnel was the livest.
Yeah. Everybody.
Big performing. I mean, everybody was performing that night, man, and something went down. Something went down with Big, and we tore the club up.
Wow.
We tore it
They
up.
said, y'all ain't gonna mess with Big.
We
Tore
tore
the club up. Wow. Brooklyn in the building type.
Me and my man Big D. Big got down his big ass. He got down that night.
Brooklyn style.
I mean, that was fun to me. That was.
And it's a memory you have of Big.
Yeah, I got yeah.
Rest in peace, Big.
We used to go to the tunnel. Mad deep. Oh, you can only get in with two. This how Big was. This how real Big was. Cause he know he that nigga. And Big was rolling like 100 deep. If my niggas ain't getting in, I ain't going in. They had to think about that when the securities come on in and we ain't get searched. I just been in a tunnel with niggas when it's snowing mud outside, and so inside it's wetty and slushing inside the door. Niggas taking their Timbs off, stepping in this muddy water to get in the fucking tunnel. That's how loud the tunnel was. We haven't go through nothing. Big said, my niggas ain't getting in, I ain't going in. What do you think they gonna do?
Was he performing or he just?
He ain't have to perform. Just to be there.
Yeah.
Just to be there.
It was lit at that time. At that time, he was lit. Yeah.
Nah,
he
the
showed up
tunnel
at
was the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I asked you. Was it
Yeah,
performing?
one of those moments.
Yeah.
Can I say one of my funniest times with Big?
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
This goes out to Roxanne Shantae, and to go out to Dame. Your boy Dame, it was Dame and Big. Dame and Big. Me and C and who's the Saram, he was in the studio, he was in there with Shantae. He was doing something like so. Big coming in with Big, and D-Rock coming in. You know what I'm saying? They came in. He started fucking, Roxanne, stop fucking yo,
So Big was like Roxanne.
Big was funny. He's a funny guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, joke with Dick.
Yo, he was trying to rap to. He was trying to rap to Shantae.
Who would it?
Yeah, I was like,
Who would it, bro? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Who would it? Shout out Roxanne, shout out
Yeah, that was one of my funniest
So you've been around the Juice Crew, all that?
No, I haven't been around the Juice Crew. I've been around the
Kane.
Kane, we went to school, we went to Savage J together. I wasn't really, around with them like that.
Oh, okay.
More
so
like,
when Kane and C was doing their thing, you was kind of...
I was
okay,
around.
Yeah.
When they broke up, when they went their ways, then that's when I came.
That's when, okay.
But
50, you was always there.
Right, but 50 always been in my life. 50 always been in my life. I've always been like the baby to these guys, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I've always been in their life.
What did you learn from 50 about this DJing thing that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't really learn from nobody
him
else?
and Clarence, the cutting. The technique of cutting, you know what I'm saying? Like the way they cut it, you know what I'm saying? Sites always my Uncle Prince too, but it was just they all had different techniques of cutting, you know what I'm saying? And blending and stuff like that, so it was the technique, you know what I mean? So that's what I learned from him, and what I learned from C was the professionalism, being on time. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I learned that from him. So I never like to be really late for nothing. He taught me that, so that's what I learned from him.
Yeah. And you 50? What did you learn from even though he may started after you, what's some of the things you learned?
This is good as it get. I'm on that Brooklyn book.